Welcome back, everyone, to Underrated Underthinkers. I'm your host, Joe,
I'm the best host, Matt.
and today we're going to be going over our supposedly final itinerary for our Japan trip here in September. I know we're doing it way ahead of time, but I'd rather have it done. I prefer to be a prepper, but and I guess I should say AI kind of made this for us. We didn't do too much of anything.
What?
Matt did like nothing aside from put in a couple suggestions.
Look, you didn't like my suggestions.
What do you? All your suggestions are in there. I specifically picked everything. So those who don't use AI, you really should. I know there's like a lot of weird people think it's weird and stuff or don't want to use it. It works especially well for like what we're doing here. I told it like, hey, can you make me an itinerary? And I've done this before, but since then, we kind of got a better list of places we wanted to go. So I was like, hey, make an itinerary for a trip to Japan. He's like, all right, what times are you going? What places do you want to see? Do you like, I think what was it asking? Do you want like a relaxed itinerary or like how, like questions like that? So I like answered all the questions. It straight up like gave me exact itinerary with timestamps, like places we need to go, um, when we need to be there, suggestions for what we need to get. So, our trip is gonna be in September around the time of the, Tokyo Game Show convention. Since the last time we probably mentioned this, uh, Matt noticed that the days were off or different.
Yeah.
So, I think we might have been looking at last year's times or someone screwed up the website because now it is saying it ends on, I forget which day. It
Sunday.
ends on the Sunday instead of the Monday we were gonna go.
We're still gonna
So,
try to go for Sunday though.
we're gonna go for Sunday, and we'll do a podcast probably that night would be better because that's the only thing we're doing that day.
Yeah, we could do it that night.
But, um, so look forward to a podcast from Japan.
Does the hotel come with free Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
You just saying
I
that?
no, think I remember seeing that. What the fuck? Why did oh, no, never mind that was on the other tab. I thought I just lost the like, I've been looking at hotels. I got our hotel picked out. Um, I don't know. Should I say the hotel name? I don't think it matters. No one's gonna come hunting us down, right?
What I look like? They only know what you look like.
That's fair. It's the K something Plaza Hotel. So I would put it in more of the medium to high range, as far as like hotels go.
It
Because
has twin beds.
it has two twin beds. We're just since I'm paying for the hotel rooms, I was being a little more picky. I was like hunting down hotels, trying to find cheap stuff. Some of them just weren't nice or convenient enough. Like I'm willing to pay a little more just because it's our first trip. I want it to go as smoothly as possible. And this one's right next to like the one of the main train or metro things. So we're going with that. Um I swear to God, I read somewhere that said free Wi-Fi. Yes, free Wi-Fi. I'm pretty sure all hotels come with free Wi-Fi now.
I went to a hotel in Chicago once that did not have free Wi-Fi. You had to pay two
Really?
dollars. You had to pay $2 for the Wi-Fi password.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. What is this? Oh, that's because it's different days. Okay, whatever. Anyhow, so that was the neat thing too, is I once I got all my trip, like it made the itinerary for me, which we'll go over in a minute. I was like, got any hotel recommendations? And it gave me a list, like it gave me two. So we're gonna be staying around the Shinjuku to Shiba. Is it Shiba? Shit. I think it was is it Shiba? Oh no. Of course I'm not gonna remember now. So we're going to Shinjuku. Um, because what's the name of that popular crossing that I was talking about?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Shibuya is Shibuya, not just Shiba. Shibuya Scramble Crossing. So our choices for hotels were between Shinjuku and Shibuya, but I ended up just picking Shinjuku, and that seemed to be the better place for the hotel I could find. So, but it for each, spot in the city, I don't know if you would call it, is it the it's so weird because Tokyo's the city, but it's like I've still haven't figured out how their things are named. Because Shinjuku is like a small town in Tokyo, it feels like, or like I don't think it's a ward. It's something like that. But anywho, um, and it gave me like two options for like a pricey hotel, two options for a medium range, and two options for a budget friendly. So it it's really handy when it came to that. And I kind of like, egged it on a little more to help me. And then once I like thought I found a hotel that was nice, I asked it about like the AI about it, and it said it was like, yeah, that's probably an okay deal. So I kind of just went with that. Um, some things we still have to figure out are we have like some general notes that like gave me at the top is like we're gonna be there for 7 days, I believe, maybe a little more, right? So we're gonna be there Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We're gonna be there a little over, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're gonna be there for 9 days. Um, Anywho, that like one of the big things some people get when they go over there is a Japan Rail Pass. We're really just sticking around Tokyo for the most part, so we don't need that. It was like a idea put out there just so we didn't go buy it. Pocket Wi-Fi's and SIM cards. So a lot of places around there have Wi-Fi, but it's probably safer if we get a SIM card. I'm thinking. I don't know if both of us need to get one.
Why not?
Would we? Would you want to pay for it? I mean, you'd be
Uh,
getting it. It's only like
uh,
$30, I think.
oh, if it's $30, why don't we both get one?
Okay.
Maybe they want to make
I mean,
private
that's fine.
calls.
Yeah, yeah. So anyhow, there's SIM cards you can buy at like the um or pocket Wi-Fi's, which I think is just like a portable like thing you have to carry with you, or an actual SIM card you would put in your phone. You can get those at the airports and stuff. Or a lot of places now are starting to do eSIMs. So basically, it's like just a electronic version of a SIM card. And that's what I'm thinking we're gonna get. There's one I want to try out that a YouTuber I watch came up with. It's his channel is abroad in Japan. I keep forgetting the name of the um I bookmarked it. Let me look at my bookmarks. Um da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, well apparently I didn't. Rip. All right, I can find it again easy. But so there's that. Another thing is we're going to the Tokyo Game Show. So we know for a fact we're really only going to be able to make it on um
Sunday.
Sunday. We'd be like going there as soon as they end on Saturday if we went just because of the time we're arriving. Um we have to get tickets for those way beforehand. And the weird thing about Japan is a lot of their tickets or like anything they do over there is through lottery systems. So it's kind of going to be a pray to God we get one. If not, we're going to be struggling. But I mean, I'm sure we can find other stuff to do. But the other main one is this Ghibli museum we're looking at going to. So the Studio Ghibli. I'm hoping people know what I'm talking about when I say that. It's the places that made like Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, stuff like that. So I think it's like a tour of like I guess it's just a museum, right? I don't think it's the actual studio.
Um,
Um,
I cannot answer that for you.
you say you can or can't?
I cannot.
Okay, you cannot. Okay, come on, Matt. You're supposed to know these things.
Mm.
But anyhow, apparently those are which I didn't know, but makes sense. They're notoriously hard to get, so they're sold online apparently a month in advance. So we'll need to try to get tickets as soon as they become available. So that'll be both of us will have to maybe attempt to get one or something like, or I don't know how it's gonna work, but Then they gave us recommendation. This is before I already asked them about hotels, so they recommended we stay in Shinjuku or Shibuya. Um, but anywho, do you have the itinerary pulled open?
No,
Oh,
you
I
can
was
go
gonna
over it
say
though.
if I just didn't know if you wanted to take turns going over it.
This is a Joe project,
This is oh, Jesus. Okay,
so if we fuck up
fruits
anything,
of
we
my
can blame
labor
Joe.
biting me in the ass, making me do shit.
I have a couple things to talk about at the end, or I can go over them now if
Okay,
you want me to.
no, I'll finish out that. I mean, I haven't even started, but I'll go through it. So day one, we're arriving Saturday. We're gonna be arriving around like 1 o'clock p.m. in Tokyo time. I don't know if it's actually called Tokyo time, but whatever that is.
Tokyo time.
Tokyo time. It's Tokyo time, baby. Uh anyhow, so they estimate that it's gonna take us around 2 p.m. to clear customs and immigration. There's some paperwork that once we get our hotel mat next weekend, I think we should fill out. It helps us get through that stuff quicker. So we don't have to fill out anything when we get there.
Okay,
So remind me about that.
okay, try to remember.
Um Then around 3 p.m., they recommend we take like a train or they keep recommending a limousine bus, which I don't know what Google's fixation on that was, but so either we could rent something to go there or we can just take a train. I think we have to go from a train to a metro. So
The limousine bus is starting to sound more and more interesting every
I
time you
know
say
I'm
it.
really curious what it is. I probably should just look up you can look up what a limousine bus is. Um
A
anyhow, 4 o'clock, get
satisfactory.
checked into the hotel. 5:30, they say we can go explore, like, the National Garden, which is, I think, like, right next to where we are. Um, and then they recommend us a place to go get food, something in Memory Lane, Shinjuku's Memory Lane. It's like a traditional Japanese place. And then they say we can go up to the Metropolitan, Government Building and look at some views and stuff, and it's free, so why not? Day 2 is gonna be Sunday, we're going to the game show, and apparently we're going to Akihabara that same day. Um, so 9 a.m. we're gonna be heading to the Makuhari Messe. It's the venue it's held at. I think it's in Chiba, so it's like to the right of Tokyo. Um, so we're gonna be just there and from 10 to 4. We're probably gonna stay there the whole freaking time. I doubt we're gonna be able to see everything in one day. I mean, who knows? I don't know how. I'm pretty sure it's a massive thing.
Oh, this is interesting.
What?
If you can fit 1 to 2 changes of clothes into your carry-ons instead, have Yamoto Shipping or Jala BC send your luggage directly to hotel. Then you can go hands-free on any transport.
That is a thing. That
Oh,
is quite common over there. So I don't know if we want to look into that.
that would be a lot easier because then we wouldn't have to fucking mess with
Carry our luggage through the train system.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Maybe we could look into that.
It said don't pre-book limousine bus. They said just you book
Go
when
there
you get
and
there. Yeah, just buy. They
find.
said there's a you find one
I'm assuming that maybe it'd be cheaper than trying to figure out the
the
train
train.
system, which unfortunately we're gonna have to figure out to get around. But another thing we're gonna have to get is a Suica card, which is like kind of like a prepaid card you can use at some convenience stores and stuff. And you can also use it to just tap in and out of the metro system and a lotto draw from the account. So we'll both get one of those. Okay, so after the where was I? Day 2, after the game show, 4:30, after we leave, we're traveling to Akihabara. 5 o'clock, we're gonna go to Akihabara, go to the arcades, anime, manga shops, stuff like that. They have a lot of electronic stores. That's probably where you're gonna be hunting for, like, cards or
DSs.
games or whatever, DSs. Um, and then 7 p.m., they recommend we have dinner at a themed cafe or restaurant, which it would be awesome if they have like like a nice one that we both like pop up during that time because I think they switch them quite often, don't they?
They might. I don't know.
I think they do. Monday we're going to Ueno and Tokyo National Museum, at which the Tokyo National
Is that
Museum
you know?
is.
You
You
how do you say
you
how do you say
know?
is it 4 letters?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been there before.
Yeah?
Yeah, in Digimon.
Oh, nice.
They have a
Anyhow,
lot of
the
real
music
world locations.
do they?
They do.
That's neat. Anyhow, the National Museum is at the park, so we really don't have to go far. So basically, we're just gonna go walk around the park. They apparently have some shrines and a cool pond or whatever. Then we can go into the museum around 11. We can have lunch around there. Then they say explore Amaya Yokocho, Amiyoko Market for shopping and street food. That'd be neat. Then they say 5 o'clock, go to a it's like every day they recommend you go to a cafe and then you go to dinner. So they say like 5 o'clock, go to a cafe. 7 o'clock, go to dinner. Day 4, we're going to the Imperial Palace in Tokyo Tower.
Woo.
So there's the Imperial Palace East Garden. Then we can
These are
travel.
2 of my
That's
recommendations.
then in the morning. There's the Tokyo Tower. All right, in the morning, 9 o'clock Palace, 11 o'clock Tower, 11:30, they recommend we ascend the Tokyo Tower. For some reason, I remember hearing somewhere that that's another one where we'd have to, look at, buying tickets ahead of time. I can't remember if it was the Tokyo Tower or the Sky Tree. I think both you have to do that for, but we'll see. One of them I remember was kinda stupidly priced, but it'd be neat either way. And then that day, also at 2:30 PM, this day is just you. Explore Pokemon Company.
Yeah.
Visit the Nihonbashi area. So, and that has like Pokemon themed cafe and everything in it. Um, 5 o'clock, explore Ginza district and shopping and window shopping. Then 7 o'clock, they say dinner. 7 o'clock's dinner every night, I think. So I'll just keep skipping that. All right. Hold up,
What
give
if I
me a
wanna
second.
know it's at 7 o'clock?
Huh?
What if I wanna know it's at 7 o'clock?
Seven
Can I
o'clock's
ask?
just food, dude. Just trust me.
What if I wanna know
Um,
earlier?
all right. Well, fine, needy bitch. 7 o'clock. Or sorry, Jesus Christ, you got me on 7 o'clock now. day
I
f-
know what I'm doing.
day day 4. Oh no, I already went over day 4. Day 5, Wednesday, 9 o'clock. If you secured tickets, travel to the Studio Ghibli Museum in Mitaka. If you don't get those tickets, use the day to explore another part. Anyhow, they so sometime in that area, I'm assuming our tickets for a certain time slots. So we'll probably have to rearrange that day depending on when we get those or what our time is. So sometime in the morning, I'm assuming 12 o'clock, go get lunch at around the Ghibli Museum. 2 o'clock, travel to Shibuya, and we're gonna go to the Shibuya Scramble Crossing. That's like the one you see like popular pictures of everywhere. I think they have it in movies all the time. Um, then 3 o'clock, they have visit Hachiko statue. Hachiko. Is that dog? What's the Hachiko? Maybe I'm just making something up.
I think that might be the dog that's in, there's a dog that's in the Uno National Park, I think, too.
Hachiko statue. Yeah, Hachiko statue is the statue of that dog that I think like waited around forever for its owner, right? And everyone kind of just looked at it.
Maybe.
I think so. For his unwavering loyalty to his deceased owner,
Oh,
right? I'm pretty sure he like stayed around forever, and
it's
people
not
would
in Uno
just
Park, it's at Shibuya Station.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's where we're going to look
Yeah.
at it as Shibuya because that's where we're at. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Apparently, there's a cafe or cafes above the crossing that we can go up to, and then dinner somewhere around there. Um, Thursday, Sensoji Temple and Square Enix Cafe. So 9 o'clock, travel to Asakusa, visit Sensoji Temple. I think Sensoji Temple. Sensoji Temple. Is that the oldest temple? Uh, yeah, it's the oldest Buddhist temple in the capital. So and I think it's one of the biggest popular ones too. And then they have like a market. in or around there. Then they say lunch somewhere around there, travel to Akihabara. Haven't we already gone to Akihabara? Are we going back?
Oh, I don't know.
Game show? Yeah, we are. So we're going there after the game show, and then we're going back there after we go to the temple, which is cool because that's where the Square Enix Cafe is. And then we can look around Akihabara some more, which is probably the place we would want to go for 2 days, just because that's like the style of stuff we're into. And then
Yeah.
day 7, which might be very busy the day they put this on, they we might have to rearrange that. Day 7, Friday, is going to be the Mount Fuji day trip.
Woo.
So Friday might be a popular time. That's where we're going to have to definitely book ahead of time. That was one of the things I was looking at. They're kind of booked out for the train ride there. There's buses and stuff which probably aren't booked, but I don't want to take a bus. The thing that sucks about Fuji is it's totally dependent on weather. Because if the weather's bad, it could be foggy and you're not going to be able to see it. So hopefully we get lucky. So they gave us like a whole separate because I had to include a day trip because they didn't give me a day trip to Fuji here when I first made the thing. So they said this day will be dedicated to exploring Mount Fuji area. Option Lake Kawaguchiko. That sounds okay. Um, area offers stunning views of Mount Fuji and various attractions. Transportation, most common convenient way is by highway bus from Shinjuku to Tokyo, which is where we are going to be staying, or the Tokyo station to Kawaguchi station or whatever. So we'll see how that goes. The Fuji Excursion Limited Express train is also a good option, and I think that goes through where we're at. So the itinerary: early morning, depart Tokyo from Shinjuku or Tokyo Station for the lake. They say leave as early as we possibly can, so probably try to catch some of the first trains. Visit the northern shores for the classic views of Mount Fuji. They recommend maybe we take the Mount Kachi ropeway for panoramic views of the lake in Mount Fuji. Explore Oshino Hakai, a picturesque village with 8 spring water ponds fed by Fuji snowmelt. That sounds cool. Consider visiting the Churito Pagoda, the iconic photo of the pagoda with Mount Fuji in the background. Cool. Don't know what that is. I've probably seen it, but I just don't know what the name of it is. Lunch, they say there's a bunch of specialties around there. Something like hotto noodles. What are they? Just hot noodles?
Mhm. Hot
uh,
noodle.
hotto noodle. Afternoon, depending on time, you could visit a museum. I didn't realize they had a museum there. Take sightseeing cruise on the lake, or relax at a cafe with a view. And then late afternoon and evening, return to Tokyo by bus or train. Important notes: weather conditions greatly affect the views. Check the forecast before your trip. So that's the thing. Since it's hard to get a train there, we have to pre we have to get our tickets beforehand. So like it's kind of hard for us to check the forecast. So I don't know how we're gonna do that. I guess we could look up is Mount Fuji normally clear in September. While September can offer some opportunities for clear views of Mount Fuji, it is generally considered one of the less reliable months for visibility due to typhoon season.
Oh hell yeah! Let's get a typhoon while we're there.
We might. The worst time of the year to see Mount Fuji is September.
Woo!
Lovely. Um, Out of the 1,461 days recorded, Mount Fuji was visible at least once a day for 400 or 840 days, which is 57% of the time.
Yeah, pretty good odds.
They say the best time for your Mount Fuji adventure is early July. So what if I try October? Well, Fuji typically sees its first snow in early October.
Sick.
Interesting. Is October a good month to see Mount Fuji? I can confidently say that the best time to see Mount Fuji's autumn leaves is mid October to November. Unfortunately, we're not going then. We might get lucky. Even so, we probably could still just go for the day trip. I don't think it's that expensive to go see some countryside because we're going to be in the
Yeah.
city all the time. They say book tickets in advance, especially on weekends. So we're going on a Friday. So yeah, we probably need to. Um, wear comfortable shoes. That's yeah, we know that. We're gonna be walking everywhere. Day 8. It's a free day. So this is where we can kind of go visit stuff we wanted to go back to. Probably the day we figure out how to send back all the fucking figurines and shit we bought at the stores in Akihabara. Um, yeah, so they say just go chill out, go to an onsen or something. Then day 9, we are leaving. That would be Sunday. And the cool thing is we're leaving on Sunday, but we're arriving on Sunday. It's it's weird just the way the time zones are because we're about 11 hours behind them, right? Behind? Yeah, we're behind.
Yeah.
So, and then they give us some food recommendations like for different types of food too. Tempura sounds good. I would not mind some tempura. So ramen, they recommend Ichiran ramen, which I think is just a chain, and then Afuri sushi. They say like the fish market or go to a conveyor belt sushi. Tempura, they recommend tempura kondo, yakitori, omadai, yokocho. I'm butchering all these. Uh, okonomiyaki. They
There's
say
my
any local
translator right
restaurant.
there.
But me being your translator,
Yeah.
I'm the worst fucking translator you could get.
Look, I'm
Your
on a budget.
translator's going through like two translators. I'm gonna have to be using my own. And then they say just get some street food like ameyoko. Oh, get street foods in Ameyoko. Gotcha. Important tips. Learn basic Japanese phrases. Do you know what thank you is?
Arigato.
Close enough. I'd let it go. Do you know what excuse me is?
Mia-sen.
Sumimasen. Yes. And we'll need to know that one because the way waiters work different over there. So you know how we have to always wait for a waiter to come to our table, like if we go to a restaurant around here.
I just yell at him.
Well, that's what you got to do there. You kind of just loudly
Yeah.
say "sumimasen," but
Yeah. Okay.
and then they recommend we carry cash because smaller establishments won't accept cards. So, which we need to do anyhow, and we need to decide. I don't know if we're gonna convert it. I think we were gonna try to do it at an ATM. I think that
ATM?
was good, huh?
ATM?
Yeah, just like any general ATM.
Okay.
We could also look up if our hotel is gonna be able to offer some kind of service like that. I doubt it, but we could check. Because they do it at the airports, but I think the airports charge a stupid fee. So from what I've heard, it's cheaper to do it in an ATM. So make sure you have money in your accounts.
No, I'm just gonna go bum off you.
And then what they bum off me, dude. I'm gonna be broke when I go there.
Yep.
I got the hotel. That's good enough. Um, so what else did I say? Be mindful of customs and etiquette, which I don't know too much about. I don't think it's too much to get. used to. Um, Download Google Maps and Google Translate. Would imagine that. I already have that. I think that's it. That's pretty much our whole trip. Still got some stuff to figure out. We need to order tickets, obviously, for some stuff. We already got our plane tickets. I'm gonna order hotel tickets tonight. Um, we what else? We need to look and see if it's better to get money now or get money when we go there from the ATMs, which I'm pretty sure we get ATM money. And just to be safe, we can order the Suica cards before we go and have prepaid money on them, so that'd be fine. We could at least get around for a little bit if we can't find an ATM right away. Um, yeah, aside from trying to figure out their stupid train system, which isn't really that stupid, I just don't know how to do it. Shouldn't be too bad. We'll just follow Google Maps. Google Maps will tell us what to get on and off of, and pray to God we don't fuck up and end up somewhere else. The only days we can't fuck up are the Ghibli Museum and the game show. Other than that, if we get lost, it doesn't matter. So, anywho, what did you got to talk about?
Two games come out this week that I have pre-ordered.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
what are they?
Uh, the Astra Yuma Alchemist game comes out.
The what?
Altira Yuma. Altair Yuma. And then the other game is Xenoblade Chronicles X, which I believe is a remaster.
Okay, neat,
Yep. Pretty exciting stuff.
super exciting, my dude. Huh? No way. They're saying this. What?
What?
Oh, never mind. I was so confused what I was looking at. I scrolled down a little farther on the page without realizing it. Anywho, is that it? We started
That's it.
playing Astroneer.
Oh yeah, Engineer is fun.
That has been a lot of fun. Working on post game on Monster Hunter. That's about it. Right now, I'm
Yeah.
grinding some Dragon Quest. Finish up my last stream on that sometime. Um, Steam spring sales going on. So if you want to catch some games on sale, now's the time to do it.
And on PlayStation too.
I'm assuming on all things, but there are some good games for really good prices. So highly recommend you go check it out. I think that is it. So
Good to me.
sounds good to you. All right. Well, we will see you all next time. Bye.